You'll never see it coming. You'll see that the Final Fantasy Friday stream crashed a second time. Surprise! Welcome back and hello, yo, what's up, honers? What is up is the stream had an error crash this stream a second time. The first time it only went 21 minutes, and then as I was just trying to like sing the birthday song I sing, because I didn't get to sing for Shot Flame's birthday on Wednesday, since there was no stream day that day. And then the stream crashed again after 14 minutes. It gave a different type of error, like it suddenly, the PS5 suddenly stopped and said only broadcasting audio, and then it gave me the crash error report. And I don't know why it's doing that. Do I know if anyone else is having this issue? I mean, the only other one I know that's streams from PS5, especially to YouTube, would be Chief. And sometimes the Chief has had similar network error crashes in the past, where their stream would keep on crashing after 1 minute. I'm wondering, because I can hear outside. I think the weather could be a factor. Maybe. I wonder if the weather causes any disruptions. That. Maybe I could find some info on some forums or something. Somebody has to have had this problem before. What would I look up? PlayStation network error crash while broadcasting? Even yeah. See what happens if I continue. And at least the bright side is I did get to finish singing a birthday song for Shot Flame before it decided to crash again, I think. So I can save that. The thing, everything is Team Phantom. These Hideout Friends live. Ernie. I don't think. Fantasy Joker. Yeezy. As we knew. The Alpha Online Live. Other than that. like a bunch of side quests everywhere. And anyway, I think it seemed yeah. Stress. It's like almost as if that it wouldn't want me to proceed to the game.
Clive, my poor Rutherford informs me that we owe you.
I would have done the same for any.
You're far
From what little I.
but I was rather hoping. Alas, we must.
But where do we?
True, the realms as you've certain, and yet, in short,
But how would one?
the arm. Sadly, I doubt, but I do.
I thought he was.
He was, and as luck.
Of course, yeah.
And he's a marvelous. I extolled. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
If that is your wish.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course.
Excellent.
No, thank you, Clive.
So far, so good. If not, it's home. Marinate Yard Chocobo.
What can I get you, Sid?
Oh yeah, there's a trophy for this. Buy a round for the hall. 10,000 kills.
As
Everyone,
if setting our people free
rounds on.
wasn't enough.
Well, the stream.
Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated.
The stream seems to be fine,
Sid.
right? Yes, that's the victory. Wait, don't jinx it. It might crash again.
Oh, keep your mug handy.
But I think it. Oh, maybe I didn't get a jump. Do I have to do
You
it
look like
again?
you could do with a drink. The usual, then. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Yes. I'll be back to celebrate more.
First the skies, then the crystal.
What
next? The advent of great
Side
Uga
quests.
herself.
is pick up more of the side quests on the hideaway.
Say what you will, Lady Karen is seen.
Including Torgal here.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never.
And you're only thinking to clap that there iron on.
What's wrong, boy?
Aren't I? Doubly hard. Sid would always. I reckon what.
I'm sorry. Sorry for making. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as...
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and ruined his belly these past 10 summers.
You're
Only
Wow,
because he
so
doesn't talk
far.
back like the rest of you.
It's past
Go
4.
on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Nothing seems to be has happened with it yet. I think that this.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledall? I heard she was kicked out of the university.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledall. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
And that's what I...
Well, she does. Then it's probably...
You didn't... Don't listen.
But who's...
I'm a little worried about Mid myself.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Right then, since this is New Game Plus and I've done the side quest before, I speedrun and skip through the side quest dialogue, whereas I still like to at least enjoy watching the main story cutscene cinematics.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
But into that,
Is that so? We'll
There
need to
was-
find some more parchments then.
shoot. This way.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think we're
Thank you.
avoiding them.
It seems to be.
They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's
Oh,
with
yeah.
the sea beneath her.
Because Fred.
What if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Yes. That's it. Where's the... I think it was up top.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid,
Of course.
it is an on mine. I will.
No, I will not send. Why would you want to go?
I was, or rather, it was not. We were taught and few.
I can't imagine.
I lost some, but they the
No, I'll go instead.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Looks like...
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the
Past 21 minutes. That's sure.
What else could it be?
All right, Sid. Come to...
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of...
Most bones, if it's durable...
I do. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind.
Normally, I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near an adamantus, let alone one that's had a few centuries to let its temper simmer. They're mean bastards, and they only get meaner with age. Why do you think the village of Old Blitzer was abandoned?
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find...
Thank you, Clive. But
Please, it's only right.
you are... Alas, I spoke...
If you say so.
But this...
Yes.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
My time is yours.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
I see a new comment on...
Northreach.
Wait.
I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
What was I on? Was it on the one that crashed? Wait, what? I saw... Okay. That's weird. Why did I see it? Oh.
Clive.
Joshua, brother. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Joshua, what's wrong?
It's... nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? And where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
I'll have to read. Just had to read a comment on the latest, on the last Final Fantasy 15 when I'm recording. I saw a comment.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit
From
more
a
than
certain
that, boy.
awesome friend.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
There's also the one in here. Hippocrates.
Clive, my boy.
Hippocrates.
Hippocrates.
There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
From a distance, I will
one whose name
go
I had
the
not
distance.
thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always.
Starts
She
singing
didn't
the
seem
Hercules
keen
song.
to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. I fear she asked
the executors.
Coveters a clandestine organ, one such text, a tale which could overturn all.
So how is it that I haven't heard?
Why? Secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows.
Lurk in the shadows.
That which must be seized.
That's what I like to do best.
Invention.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, you may just...
In my hunt, what was Vivian
Not from thin air. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the... I have a friend, well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick. A collector of... Alas, I have heard naught from him since, but though he... If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
To Waloed. Let's see. Is that what? There's like... What? Nobody's tool. One more side quest to pick up. Before we can head out on the adventure. So far, let's see. Yo, we've passed 30 minutes threshold. It seems to be holding up. No sign of an error. I think we're good now.
Sid, do you have a moment?
I'm really hoping it holds out for the rest.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
We live, baby!
Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
Welcome back
How
home.
did she come by such a thing?
Oh, you were.
Finding bearers always was her strong
Your other
point.
messages are...
And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them.
Welcome back from
captives,
lurking in the shadows.
masterless.
I was mentioned in one of the side
Better
quests.
for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you
Yeah,
curse breakers
you just been chilling. Ernie took a break for a minute.
Bearers die in their cells.
Yeah, that makes
I'd rather
sense.
risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
They do that. After all, since they do switch games and stream along, they probably do have to like take a break every now and then. Save for my, was it Gears 5? Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, that we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Should thought of him.
He must be very important to you.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls. We should head there as
Oh,
quickly as we
Joker.
can.
As do I, Doris.
Maybe, like, play Overwatch 2. I wonder if they run into each other and have to face each other in combat. There, this is that. Now that picked up all the side quests. Oh, I think there's might be more at all the towns, but let's see. Let's go to Porto Sol first.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Wait, it's right there.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots more than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Don't worry, Phoenix. You could just... Don't worry, Joshua. You could just use the Phoenix to fly over if you want to. You don't need a boat. You could just fly. But I guess never mind. It takes a lot of power to prime and activate their dominance.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Just to go across to an island.
Brace you there. I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring this here? My sparring sword.
I do quite like this side quest.
You never stopped looking for me.
Oh, yes, not that. Best friend, faithful companion, Torgal.
Thank you, Torgal.
The best wolf one could ever ask for.
For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Puppy Torgal.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
I love how Torgal reminds me of Wolflink from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
The one side quest I would not want to skip through, but I also leveled up to 88 kilometers an hour. This is where we go. This is where we time travel back to the future. Da 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 da. See, now I have like over 5,000 health. 2 more levels till 90. The max level on hard mode is level 100. I don't know if doing the rest of these side quests I might be able to get there, or maybe close to it.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready. It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This is not. Ah, there. This should be enough.
Is that? On Korova. Goblin Mugger. Yeah, there you go.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
None of the stalls were plundered this time, thanks, Peter Gilbert. How did your men fare?
Here to help me pack.
Oh.
Thanks, but
You're really going to go?
I am, but
If it's with him.
it's the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take... I can think of...
Of course.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you...
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another.
By the way,
the town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no
no,
time to lose.
Saturday.
Ferda,
What
gather the men.
number day Saturday
the
is?
Akashic may strike at any moment.
The
We must
Friday
make
was
ready
the
to cover
12th,
townspeople's
like Final
escape.
Fantasy 12.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
It needs Saturday.
Clive, change
Is
of
the
plan.
13th.
The children stay with me for now.
There's a 3 in
I need
there.
you to find Conrad and Natalie.
Thing.
Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
And that, they go from Final Fantasy Friday to another favorite JRPG.
What's an Akashi?
This will be definitely a fun week. It'll be
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Wait, what? Where am I heading? First thing. That.
You lied about being one of us? And you're lying now.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now. And they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe.
But why would he lie about something like that?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, Forgive me. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me. But for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
Pet Toggle.
Toggle.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town got, but I can. You only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sit.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different.
Oh, I can't skip this. Oh.
I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far away!
Run!
Just go on!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go! Just go.
Lubor.
Wait.
Someone's coming.
Go.
Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
Thank you.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubo, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
Not that.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow the ether flooded the place until
now I can.
Both Conrad.
Always.
As where else? I would mean
A little. Look.
so you are. Or now it's
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
And there's also this one.
Good girl.
there it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? Leave a single one alive.
Time to strike. Ignition. Flames of Limber. Heat wave.
Blizzard!
Wait, what's this? Blaze of light.
Too slow.
Flip. Ignition. Giga flip. Diamond dust.
Nice try.
Got him. See, I get a lot of experience even from side quests. So.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charitina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. We need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it.
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing. We do. It is a...
I see. But...
Nay.
You want... You will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers... They will...
As we
We're... Condition accepted. Well then. How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago I had resigned my... And now... Here.
Luke.
Fear not,
I would sooner...
I'll make sure...
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your...
Almost next to the next level up. Next side quest. What's the closest one to this?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
In the shell, obviously.
It looks like we found him.
Wings of light. Charge up the mega flare. Ah! Dagger, come here. Ignition. Gigaflare. Ignition. Flames of Rinbo. Diamond dust. To me, what effect? Tortoise slain.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
That's that side quest dealt with. Now, oh. Wait a minute.
Your Grace, my lord.
Cyril.
You found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here.
It's gotten
if you would do us the honor,
cold again. Warm spring weather. Oh.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to the complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals, to see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains.
And what do you mean?
Mayhap, after all,
and where?
She'll...
Thank you. Shall we then?
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an...
Was he Sylvan?
No, an ancient Bygani.
And so...
I though yet, but...
Yes.
But Ash is a big...
Perhaps Mickelbeck. It lies. If...
Right.
You are... Go then.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Me too. Up here and around.
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister. Mummy needs a pot.
Sounds delicious.
Have you noticed the elders?
What the? is it? Hey! Hello! 2P, welcome! How are you, Anna? How was your final Fantastic Friday? Well, I'm assuming it may not, or I think if it probably no longer be Final Fantasy Friday for where you are, considering where you told me with your time zone. I hope you're doing well. Where is that? Darn.
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Why would the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
Why can't I get to that?
Nor do I, dearie. In all my long years.
Am I going the wrong way?
So it's these stones, Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dallin.
Or is it? Do I have it wrong?
Have you noticed
Did I
the
not-
elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes.
Oh, is it down? Oh.
Here's the scraps you're after.
Right.
My lord. I am Goddess. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude.
I merely did.
My lady, what exactly is the gift you bring?
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, here, but it was...
See.
It's sad it was shut with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. I had little choice. You are grown men now, and while I know that...
Thank you.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found we do. You, in fact, this is the... Were you?
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Let's go.
And that, Ambrosia.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is.
For House Rossfield.
Ah! Nice try.
That's all ready.
Nice try.
Well done, Torgal.
Flames of Reaper.
No mistakes. That's better. Too slow. Too slow. Nice try.
I'm gonna have to get more potions.
Titan!
No holding back.
Is Griffin go down already?
Nice try.
To me, a friend. Giga Flare. Raging Fist. Heat Wave. Ignition.
To me, boy. Flying hound. Nice try. Oh, good. Already. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
Ah! Can he... Griffin... die for he... To me, Ifrit! Diamond dust. Wait, he's in the air. No, come on!
Nice try. Too slow.
Literally has a little bit of life left.
I failed.
Huh? He had a little bit of life left. You gotta be kidding, the griffin still killed me. After all that. My potions are... spent right now. I have to go back and get more. I need to try and kill that thing fast.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. A fine choice. Anything else? A fine choice.
Let's try this again.